Hi everybody, my name is Chuck Wygand and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm also the owner of Sand and Serenity Counseling, where I treat patients with post-traumatic stress and co-occurring conditions. In this video, I'd like to take a look at anxiety, which I have labeled the invisible bully. Why did I give it that moniker? I see anxiety as being very much like an unruly kid, like somebody who's just never taught any respect for others or for society in general. I see anxiety as being kind of like the jerk that would just come up behind a frail elderly person and blow an air horn just to see if he can get them to jump or maybe to even fall down or something. I see anxiety as being like the kind of idiot who'd rip a stuffed animal out of a kid's hands just to see if he could make them wail, just for kicks. When this thug is loitering around, it feels like I'm under attack. It feels like my body's in a street fight and I have no way to control it. Sometimes my heart beats faster, my head might be throbbing, restless, hands shaking, voice cracking. And if the bully is really attacking, it kind of ups the ante. Maybe hyperventilating, limbs and joints get much stiffer. It's almost certain that my mind is racing, jumping just from one unpleasant thought to the next, maybe even abdominal upset, just all kinds of fun symptoms. And I can imagine you probably have your own list. I think it might be helpful here just to consider real quickly how anxiety starts. The human brain is responsible for keeping us safe. When it has been detected that there is a danger to the human body, maybe it's fire or flood, maybe there's a large animal like an alligator roaming the neighborhood or something, somebody with a gun or a car swerving towards us. As the brain detects threats like this, it initiates a response that enables us to fight off the danger, run away from it if that's appropriate, or even to freeze if that is our best chance for survival. This response system is designed on the premise that after the threat abates, the brain and body should return to normal in a reasonable amount of time. Hopefully the heart rate goes back to a reasonable rate. We start to breathe normally and no undue twitching or racing thoughts. That's hopefully the way it should evolve. As many of us know, though, this sequence does not necessarily happen as it's intended to. And I believe this is where anxiety slips his unwelcome butt into the mix. Anxiety, aka the bully, is well aware of how sensitive the brain circuitry is, how a lot of moving parts are coming together to carry out a really complex maneuver like this. And since it's such a troublemaker, it's just got to create chaos. It helps me to use my imagination to get my mind wrapped around certain concepts. So if you're okay with this, I'd like to share with you how I envision anxiety while it's at work. So I have this picture of this freaking idiot sitting up inside my skull, just pretending my mind and body are his own personal disaster simulator. This is so cool. Holy gosh, I can press on this amygdala thingy back and forth, and Chuck gets jumpy and confused. Wow, I get to control the adrenaline and cortisol he's got running through him. Watch. If I keep holding it down, I can drive him absolutely nuts. He can't sit still. Sweet. It's like riding Space Mountain whenever I want to. Whoa. I rubbed this little doohickey thing and he's having trouble figuring out what's happening, what's actually dangerous and what's not. He thinks everything is going to hurt him somehow. Watch what happens if I tap on his prefrontal cortex. Did somebody just lose his ability to make rational decisions? I think he did. This is epic. Oh, now, get this. Every time he makes a mistake, he thinks it's going to be the end. Like now, he can't find his car keys. So he's sure he's going to be late for work. He's going to lose his job, all his money. Everybody's talking about him. This is the absolute mother lode. Okay, I'm back now for a second. That was a rather scary look into the face of evil. But I'm going to ask you to stay with me for just a minute while I explore the back end of this. What happens if somebody like me fights back against the bully? Fast forward. The bully has become so used to controlling me that now he's taken it for granted. He's got his feet kicked up inside my brain. He's sitting there drinking a beer, eating a sandwich. He's enjoying all the turmoil when suddenly he notices this little joyride is slowing down. In fact, it's kind of coming to a grinding halt. So he jumps up. What the hell is going on? He looks out through my eye sockets. Are you meditating? You better not be meditating, mister. Whoa, what's that thing next to you? Is that a journal? Oh, no. That goes right this second. You're not going to be writing about me. Are you talking to other people about me? Sharing your feelings? You're letting them teach you how to breathe more effectively? Is that what I'm seeing? Stop it. Stop it right now. I'm not fooling around. You have not seen my full wrath. This is nothing. Okay. Amateur playhouse is now over. My silly little metaphor was just meant to illustrate my sincere belief that this thug can be beaten at his own game. That with enough practice and vigilance, and I believe help from one another, we can drive him right out of here because he was never intended to be part of us in the first place. There is one important caveat to this, though. Anxiety is not just a mischievous bully. He's also a predator. He especially preys on people who've experienced conditions like trauma and chronic abuse. And for people who are dealing with the symptoms of events like this, battling anxiety could require more intensive help. You may benefit from counseling, having somebody help you to reconsolidate memories, or learning distress tolerance skills so that you can deal with the really intense body responses, things that the bully is all too primed to exploit. Regardless of whatever it takes to claim your peace of mind and happiness, you are well worth the effort, and please don't ever let anybody convince you of anything else. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Take care, everybody.